Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video guys, we'll be talking about the financial struggles which people pass through, okay? So I'm going to put the videos together so that you watch, and later I'll come share my 2 cents, like what I think about today's video. So let's get in.
If you are someone who is struggling financially and are barely just making ends meet, I want you to realize that putting all emotions aside, your problem is simply a math problem. You either have to increase your income or decrease your spending. The thing about math is that math does not care about emotions. And I know that's super hard to hear, but just hear me out. If you are someone who is barely making ends meet, right? Ask yourself the hard questions. Do you have to downgrade your car? Do you have to get a second job as a short-term solution? Because you already know that what you're doing is not working, right? And I've shared my story on here. I sacrificed 10 months of my life just working.
Let me tell y'all
never
how
before.
good
I got
God
3
is.
jobs.
If
12-hour
you
shifts, Monday through Sunday, but I can honestly tell you that it was so worth it, and I would do it all over again if I had to, because those 10 months of my life that I sacrificed freed up the next 10 years. So ask yourself the hard questions, because the moment that you are willing to have the hard conversations is the moment.
But by the grace of God, I'm now living in these brand new luxury apartments, right? So the rent is going to be more than double than what I'm used to paying. Because so now in my head I'm like, okay, Lord, so earlier this year, God placed it on my heart. Then surely you're going to provide some sort of financial increase for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a brand new job, or by the grace of God, I'm now living in anything. So I was applying to so many jobs, guys, and I had a lot of interviews, and they went really well. But then, so now in my head, I'm like, okay, Lord, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to get a new job. Surely you're going to provide some sort of financial increase for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a brand new job, and they said no, or a raise at my job. Like what is going on? So I was applying to so many jobs, guys, and I had a lot of interviews, and they went really well. But then I didn't hear back from anybody, and so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to get a new job. Maybe I can get a raise. I'm at my lowest right now financially. So anyway, I go back to God in prayer. I say, Lord, I am genuinely confused. Like what is going on? I don't understand. The most expensive place I've ever lived. Yet, because I wanted when it comes to income, I'm at my lowest I've ever been. And the Lord helped me realize that the financial blessing I've been longing for, I'm at my lowest right now financially. So anyway, I go back to God in prayer. I'm learning that a brand new job that makes a whole lot of money you place me in this apartment, the most expensive place I've ever lived. Relying on God. When it comes to income, the brand new I'm at my lowest I've ever been. Those are, and the Lord helped me realize that the financial blessing I've been longing for whole time, God has been not pruning me, like show up, pushing me to have more faith in Him. I'm learning that a brand new job that makes a whole lot of money on Him is not the answer to my financial relief, and instead it's how to rely on God. Steward. You know, the brand new shiny job and the raise, those are resources, but God is the source. How you this whole time God has been pruning what me, I've already pushing me to have more haven't I not given you enough already? Trusting so in Him led me to the scripture where Jesus says, rely solely on Him very faithful and guys, He's also been teaching me very faithful how to be a faithful steward. And whoever so I'm is over here unrighteous God in little more this, more that, but it's like Violetta. In much. So in that I learned how you can fit with what I already have. I've already I learned to honor the Lord. Haven't I not given you enough already? So it led me to the scripture where Jesus says, or $500, whether it's $1, because it's also very faithful in the Lord, and that is my whoever chance to show God to prove to the little is that also unrighteous in every blessing. So in that I learned to be content so with every paycheck I get, even though it's not as much as I would like. I'm learning to honor the Lord with whatever finances I get, whether it's $5 or $500, and then I sit down and I budget with Him. Like I include God on every single transaction, every single bill. I include the Lord on all of it. I ask God, how can I honor you with this money? Because it's not my money, right? Comes my way. In doing so that, guys, paycheck I get, even though it's not as much as I would like, I'm learning to be content. The Lord has helped me pay my rent every single month on time. I sit down and I budget with Him. Like I include God on every single transaction. All my bills are paid on time. I paying down debt, guys. I'm putting money in my savings account. Like with this money, I am okay. I got money, right? I got clothes on my back. I have no. I don't have a fancy brand new new job. I'm not making six figures and none of that. None of that. Pay my rent. I'm not making every single month on time. I've been here for 5 months. Okay, no issues. And that is the blessing. All my bills are paid on time. I'm paying down debt, guys. I'm putting money in my savings account. Like, we are okay. I am okay. I got food in the fridge. I got clothes on my back. Jesus, no, I don't have a fancy brand new job. I'm not making six figures and none of that. None of that. I am not making as much, things but I am will be provided unto you. Okay. God will make a way when there's no way. Blessing. Like, you know, the Lord is our Jehovah Jireh. He is our provider. If you are anxious about your income, your finances, any of those things, include God. When is the last time you prayed to God, not for more and more and more, the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be provided unto you. God will make a way when there is no way. You know, the Lord is our Jehovah Jireh. He is our provider. If you are anxious about your income, your finances, any of those things, include God. When is the last time you prayed to God, not for more and more and more, but on how you can be faithful with what He's already.
So that's the video, guys. So I also want to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video, guys. So yeah, so I had to put those videos together so that you learn from what you're talking about, because you know how financial struggles are. Like, we need to learn about these things, okay? So first of all, let's talk about the emotional toll that financial struggles can take. When you're struggling to pay bills, or you're worried about losing your home, or not being able to support your family, the stress can be overwhelming. It can link to as anxiety, depression, and the constant feeling of drained. It's easy to feel ashamed or embarrassed about financial problems, especially when it seems like everyone else has it all. But the truth is, many people in the same boat, even if they don't talk about it, the pressure to keep up appearances can make it even harder to reach out for help, leaving you feel isolated and alone. Financial struggles don't just impact your bank account, they ripple out into every of your life. When money is tight, even simple decisions can become stressful. Do you spend what you have on groceries or gas to get to work? Should you pay this bill or that one? These choices can lead to a constant state of worry and uncertainty. It affects your relationship too. Financial stress is one of the leading cause of tension in relationship, whether it's with a partner, family members, or friends. The strain can make it difficult to enjoy life or to focus on anything than the next paycheck. There's also the social stigma that comes with financial struggles. Society often equates financial success with personal wealth, which can make people who are struggling feel like they have failed somehow. This stigma make it even harder to talk about your situation or seek support. It's important to remember that financial hardship can have happened to anyone, whether it's due to unexpected medical bills, a job loss, or even global event like a pandemic. These situations are often beyond control. Unfortunately, the shame and judgment that comes from others or even from ourselves can prevent us from taking the steps we need to get back on the track. So, what can you do if you're struggling financially? The first step is to acknowledge the situation and give yourself permission to feel whatever emotions comes with it. It's okay to feel scared, angry, or sad, but don't let those feelings paralyze you. Next, take a look at your finances and make a plan. It might involve cutting back on non-essential reaching out to creditors to negotiate payments plans, or looking for additional source of income. Is also crucial to seek support, whether they're talking to a financial advisor, joining a support group, or simply confiding in someone you trust. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. These are resources out there, from financial counseling services to community programs that can help you get through tough times. The key is to reach out and take that first step. Financial struggles are tough and they can feel overwhelming, but it's important to remember that they don't define you. Everyone goes through difficult times and it's okay to ask for help. If you're going through this right now, know that you're not alone and there's no shame in doing what you need to do to get on your feet. So guys, a lot of us, like, we go through financial problems. I remember myself, I went through a financial problem one time because they didn't pay me at work, okay, because they told me I have to do some papers for me to get paid. In that month, they decided not to pay me. Guys, it was so stressful, I tell you. Like, I had to think of, well, how am I going to pay my house bills? How am I going to pay my electricity? How am I paying water? And how am I paying gas? Guys, it was so stressful. Like, when I look at the money I'm saving, it wasn't even adding up to, like, if it can pay it. Or but I thank God the company decided to pay me back, to pay me quickly, and I had to clear all the bills. The stress was real. I didn't know which one I can call and ask for help, because it's not easy to open up to someone and say, look, I'm going through this and I need some money. So I know a lot of us go through this, and sometimes it's not like you don't have the money, but you can have the money but you don't even know how to make a budget. That's a very difficult thing, and it will lead you to financial problems. So when like, if you know your paycheck, the day you're getting paid, and before you even get it, make a plan. Like, you need to make a budget. You need to know the important things you need to buy and things that you need not to buy. Okay, so if you want to live well, you need to focus on things which are important and remove things which are not important. Okay, so when we learn how to plan how to make a budget, or planning just in general, you are going to be living good life. You're not going to live on paycheck to paycheck, because you know how your money you've spent, you know what you have used it for, and you know how much you're saving every month. And guys, I don't want to forget, it's very good to save money. Okay, save money, because emergencies come. Like, we've heard from our friends how their job, like, they had to lay them off like that. So if they lay you off at work and you don't know where to start from, you don't even have money for your rent, how are you going to live? It's very difficult like that, guys. So let's know how to save the money, and also make sure you have the emergency money, because anything can happen. Maybe you need to go to the hospital, especially for us single mothers, or maybe someone who has especially those who have children. You need to know how to plan your finances, because I know it can get so hard, because you have to think the school fees for the kids, the food for the whole house, like, everyone need to be fed. You need to think about the hospital insurance. You have to think about petrol for your car. This can be very difficult, but when you plan so well, guys, you can go through this one. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, because it helps with my algorithm, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.